Hey, Sarah, now that we're finished with the exam, sorry you had a lot of pain during almost everything I did hurt.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
Yeah. And I kind of noticed that too, because as I was telling you earlier on, when I first started the exam, I knew you were in a lot of pain. I was trying to use less pressure than I normally would, and even that was bothering you.
Yeah, yeah, it really did.
Like for example, when I did those reflexes, I didn't use a reflex hammer because I thought that'd be too painful, but even doing it by hand hurt, didn't it?
Yeah.
And that's kind of consistent with this condition we call fibromyalgia. I think you actually have two problems, really. This overall pain and this fatigue you've been experiencing more lately, I think that's more related to this condition called fibromyalgia. And, but remember I found those, there's those two really bad spots up there on your neck and your shoulder? That's another condition. We call that myofascial pain. Those are areas where the muscles have been damaged, probably during your accident. Who knows how you were thrown around, right? In the car accident. So those localized areas, we call those trigger points, those knotty things. And so we're going to address those localized areas with your physical therapy. We also have addressed that overall pain and fatigue, right? Yeah. Have you discussed that with Dr. Bernstein a little bit?
No.
Yeah. So I might make a suggestion that I contact her for a couple of reasons. First of all, I want to let her know about our examination findings, and especially that fatigue. How bad has it been?
It's been pretty bad. I mean, I try to take care of myself and work out my whole body, but I really just don't have any energy to do that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that fatigue is pretty typical component of fibromyalgia, but it could be from other things. And, I think Dr. Bernstein needs to be aware of that, and maybe she may decide to run a few other medical tests to make sure that fatigue isn't coming from the medical problem. But I also want to talk to Bernstein about this fibromyalgia part of your condition, because we're going to start you on physical therapy here for your myofascial pain and your fibromyalgia. But the fibromyalgia really requires more of a team approach. And I may need to work with some other healthcare professionals, and I'd just like to get Dr. Bernstein on board with this, because she's really managing the team approach to your fibromyalgia. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it makes sense. I guess that explains the weakness and the fatigue.
Yeah, again, I think that weakness and fatigue and some of your sleep problems, and this overall pain, I think that's mostly due to fibromyalgia. But we'll just double check with Dr. Bernstein to make sure that she agrees.
Okay.
Okay?